Got the Jeep back. Addressing another issue that it has. It's been losing coolant for a while, and I've been having some issues trying to find out where it was coming from. So we'll fill up the reservoir. Had a mark right there. We'll fill it up, and over a period of a few days, it'll be dry. But I found out where the leak was coming from in the midst of repairing the air conditioning. That was in the earlier videos, and I'm going to show you where it's located. I had the lower cover removed. It was 4 bolts. This car came from Canada, unfortunately. 2 of them broke off in the front. I tried to use some penetrating oil to get it off, but hey, I didn't have any luck. So got those 2, got 4 off. We're gonna go to the passenger side under the car. We're gonna see the crank position sensor, and from what I call, it's gonna be the block heater. I was able to get the connector off. I just took a flathead and pried it up while pushing down on the release here. So move that off to the side. Next, I need to get this cover off. Slid this connector straight off. It's a screw on the top. Screw on top of this. How it looks, I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can get my mirror. Alright, flathead work. I'm just gonna loosen it up. Uh-oh. Got the coolant drain. The petcock is located the driver's side lower portion of the radiator. Unfortunately, I got all the fluid drained, but not all the fluids out of the block. So I might have to get a little wet. I got a drain pan under here, so I'll let that do its thing a little longer. I probably could just take that bolt out and drain the coolant, but I want to leave in as much as I can. I don't want to take too much stuff off. But it might be a better idea if it's still full up in there to take that out, because I don't have to worry about getting this wet when I pull that plug out. I think I'll take my chances today though. I took my chances and kind of knew what I was getting myself into, so luckily I had my pails down here. So here's the block heater. Seemed like it just like any other heating circuit, just use resistance to heat the coolant up. But what's happening, what it looks like is this outer seal here is leaking. You see how flat it is. Let me get it cleaned up a little bit. So this is the screw I was trying to look at. I mean, I thought it was a Phillips, but obviously I was wrong. When installing this, let's see. So when I was removing it, this little wing nut looking thing was going back further. That's what allowed me to pull this out. And I got it far as it'll go, just so I was able to pull it out. So I'll start pulling it in, it'll start going forward. So I'm gonna leave it as far out as I can. So it's a flathead, I think it might be a, yep, probably like a 4 on the hex bit. It's probably that. I'm gonna look and see if I got any seals that'll fix it. My little set should be fine. So I found 2 here that were quite close. This one's the same diameter, however it's pretty thick. And I have a smaller one with the same diameter, but it's a little smaller. So but once I put it on, it'll stretch out. It'll work fine. So I'm gonna go with the smaller one here. I think we're good. I'm not gonna show the rest of the repair because I mean everything is pretty much just one bolt, drain the coolant. You know, you managed to extract this heating element here and basically install everything in reverse order. This bottom piece right here is like a dial, so it does have a specific mark where it's going to go when it goes back into its original location. Clean everything with brake cleaner, the area, and get this installed in reverse order. This seal I got from in a universal seal kit, so you can get those from like O'Reilly's or any other parts store. They'll come like an assortment of them. So a good thing is that there was something that was compatible. Other than that, I'm gonna hope that this isn't leaking on the inside, which I doubt. Or it could have been leaking from the bolt here. So what I'll do also, I don't think it was leaking from the outside here, but it could have been leaking from the screw. There's some remnants right around there. What I'll do, I'm going to take some sealant, some gray glue, and put some on the threads there. So when I do put it back in, it'll the sealant will smash. It'll create a nice seal. Shouldn't have any problems. Yeah, it's not leaking around here. It was lightly leaking through the center here, and since this was on top, it'll trickle down and get into the plug. That's exactly what was happening. Got my brake glue here. It's gonna make a mess. turn the bolt there. So I'm gonna have to get this in pretty quick because this stuff is pretty quick with drying. I got products on my finger. And get some more threads there. I'm gonna rush on getting this in here because this will set in about a minute. I had to change my O-ring. This one right here was a little too thick, so I went something that was thinner. So I got about the same diameter as the old one. I put grease on the outer edges here, cleaned the bore of the block where it's going to be fitting it, so it'll go in a lot easier. And like this, I just got some wheel bearing grease. Coat that so it'll go in a lot easier. And I did the block the same way. Sometimes I use WD-40, but I don't have any more WD-40. At least WD-40 evaporate, so this grease won't sit on there. But this will be fine.